Good evening. Tonight, new unsealed documents are shedding light on the disappearance of J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, whose remains were found last week on Chad Daybell's property in Idaho.
Yeah, the documents paint a picture of what may have happened to them and what led police to search Daybell's property. News specialist Garna Mejia live for us in the newsroom tonight with a closer look at what is inside that report there. Garna?
Yeah, the affidavits give us a timeline of the police and the FBI investigation that led search teams to Chad Daybell's property last Tuesday morning. It appears cell phone data was at the center of connecting all the dots. We know in just a matter of hours they discovered the remains of J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. This is the probable cause document that allowed detectives to secure the search warrant for a closer look at Chad Daybell's property. In paragraph 20, we find text messages between Chad and his first wife, Tammy. This is the day after the last known sighting of Tylee Ryan at Yellowstone National Park. In it, Chad talks about burning, quote, limb debris by the fire pit when he spotted a big raccoon along the fence. He hurried and got his gun and shot it, saying, quote, he is now in our pet cemetery. Fun times. Detectives saying they found that suspicious. Then Alex Cox, Lori Vallow's brother, enters the picture. Detectives pinging his cell phone and discovering that he was in the same area described by Chad Daybell as the location of the pet cemetery. He was there for 2.5 hours. The FBI further analyzed Cox's movements, finding he was also on the property on the morning of September 23rd, the day after JJ was last seen. This time he was there for 17 minutes. The cell phone pinged near the pond on the northern edge of the property. What's more, detectives discovered that on both dates, Alex was at Lori's home before heading to Chad's property. And the night before JJ went missing, Lori had company from out of town. Her friends Melanie Gibb and David Warwick both say that Lori claimed JJ had become a zombie and that Alex carried him to his room, never to be seen again.
They had a fire.
These movements, along with observations from neighbors about large bonfires at the Daybell home, allowed detectives and the FBI to triangulate the exact areas of interest on the property. Officers serving the search warrant last week finding disturbed ground, a layer of sod on top of rocks. That's where they discovered JJ's body wrapped in plastic near the pond. At a second site near the fire pit and pet cemetery, they found human bones and charred tissue, later identified to be Tylee Ryan. The affidavit also says that Chad Daybell was watching the search very closely and eventually tried to leave in his SUV. That's when officers pursued and arrested him.
Mr. Daybell's intention was, through his counsel, to turn himself into the court if that was something that was going to happen.
His attorney later alleged that Daybell was driving to turn himself in. Now, all of this playing out before Tammy Daybell allegedly died in her sleep on October 19th. Her body was later exhumed from the Springville, Utah cemetery, and her death, along with Tylee and JJ's, is now under investigation. Chad Daybell has not been charged in any of their deaths, only with concealing evidence. His next court appearance is set for early July. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Garna Mejia in the newsroom. Lots to sort out still in this one.